What's going on YouTube? We got Kin'emon today. I actually went back, looked at that poll, and for whatever godforsaken reason, you guys voted this is the third. It's just, this is so boring. Nah, I'm joking. I know people like green. It's consistent. It's control at the end of the day, but Kinemon's a slightly different take. It isn't like kid control the way we have it. So we'll do a quick refresh. Kinnymon, as long as you have one or less characters in play, you can play a 3 cost or less for 1 less from your hand. That was not worded properly. Basically, if you have 1 character on board, your next character costs 1 less. There are some really neat tricks around this that I'll talk about when we get there. But in the meantime, let's just run through our numbers. We have 4 Izo. Obvious pick, Wano Country, 2K counter, you play it, she rests things. Okiku, the star of the show in my opinion, it's what makes, I mean Odin's a good card, don't get me wrong, but you can play that in Kid. What really puts Kin into the S tier above him, a Kid deck I mean, is the fact that you have Okiku potentially on turn 1. If you didn't know, I'll tell you, Kinemon wants to go second 90% of the time. Like 90% of the time because you want to be able to slam this Okiku or at worst play a Raizo. Is it the end of the world if you don't hit this? Not, it's not really, but man, when you can do this on curve, it's disgusting. So just imagine being able to roll that value of resting everything your opponent plays starting on turn 1. This demands an immediate answer, and most of the times your opponent can't do anything on their turn 2 with only 3 Dawn available since they're going first. Whitebeard is the only deck that can answer this immediately, and even then that's a lot of resources. That's a Otama into Seaquake, but at the end of the day, like even then they still have to do that. It feels gross, but you have to do it because this card is disgusting. 3 killer blocker. This trio of blockers we have in the deck can be switched around. I'm just trying it out just because I like it. At 3, it's another hit for our Bonnies. So, good card overall. Searchable blocker, draws a card potentially. Your main searcher now, we're not in Kid anymore, so now our main searcher is Momonosuke. Momonosuke will help us dig, and the trick I was talking about earlier is even if you have, let's say, turn 1 Okiku, you can activate first. You have to do this first. You activate your Kinemon, play your Momonosuke search, and then you can play another 3-drop for reduced effect, or depending on how much Dawn you have, you could actually potentially do like an Odin. But because you've already met the requirement to activate the effect, Momonosuke is not a 3 cost or higher. So therefore, he can cheat the next card that you play because he doesn't count towards that. So that's a neat little trick. So you can technically have 2 cards on board while having the effect already active and then play a reduced cost. 8 cost Kid. I like having the one of. I think he's still an amazing card depending on the versions of decks that you're playing against. I saw from my first locals yesterday, which I bombed. Stage Beard let me down. 8 cost Kid would have been pretty good just because there are a lot of people running the 4 Whitebeard variant of Zoro and no Luffy or Diablo Jambe, which I think is a mistake. People, you know, have to go through their paces, understand why why they have to play certain cards. And in that kind of environment, 8 cost Kid shines a lot. So yeah, I still have having 1, 2 might be even better, but that's where we're going with. Double Raizo, you can argue to play up to 3. I don't think currently in my testing 4 is worth it. I think having the 2 off of Momonosuke to find, and then just another, like I said, turn 1 play that if you can't find the Okiku is fine. The value you get is amazing. Even against things like Whitebeard, where like normally I wouldn't want to commit too much Dawn to try and get 1 attack off. Attacking for 4 while you have something else rested just to draw the card and then act as a blocker for you in that matchup is really strong. X-Drake, has become exponentially better. If you're running Killer and X-Drake as a split or something, you're trolling, just play at least 2. I'm going for 3. This KO's 4-drop Atmos, this KO's opposing Yamato, this KO's Okiku, Zoros, Ryzos, um, Black has Kuzan 4-drop. Like, there are a lot of good hits. And then being able to stick this 6K body is amazing. Again, like I said, especially into decks like Whitebeard. And both versions too, because Strawbeard has Vanilla Luffy and Frankie, while Stagebeard has Atmos. So like he has so many hits. The star of the show, the card that pretty much ends a lot of games, is your Odin. This free kit effect on an 8K body. What were they thinking? And you know what? Let's throw a on KO. Let's go search for Okiku. So once they've resolved this, if they're at like 2 or 3 life, and let's say even have like a blocker or 2 to spare, your life is gonna be fucking miserable, guys. Otama Pistol or Gordon Pistol, now that Zoro has access to more consistency, like this needs to be removed immediately. Yes, they're gonna get the Okiku to destroy your board after, but like this needs to be removed immediately because this card is so dumb. It will cost you your whole board. It will end the game. Like it does so much. It's such a good card. And to go along with this, we have Toki. Toki is a conditional blocker where you need a Kozuki Odin, where our Yamatos will help fill that role, as well as obviously Odin himself. This is where my thing comes in. Like this probably could be 4 and this could be 3, but I'm trying it out this way. The other star of our show for our early game is this Yamato. If you are forced to go first, you can just slam her on turn 2, which is disgusting. 6K body for on turn 2. Rust something and then KO it with your leader, like if it's something small. She's gross. Again, green was super pushed. That's why I consider it like one of the top decks in the format, hands down, along with Zoro. Just because they got like Omega pushed. Then we have Beige, just cheap blocker. Our other secondary search now is this Jewelry Bonnie. I like her a lot. I think this package will never go away so long as green is a flavor. Bonnie will help search out your kid, your Beiges, your blocker, or 2K counter, or herself. You also have access to Punk Gibson. This could be either 2 Waterfall or 1 Gibson. I'm trying it at 2, just like because, like I said, there are a lot of 4-drop hits now that are very useful. The trigger off life is always nice too. So we have 2K counter Apu. No questions here on why we run it. We're running the 1 of Hawkins. He's actually really strong into, obviously, the mirror. You still have to have mirror tech, guys. But he also is really helpful into matches like Whitebeard. If they don't hit like Squad Seaquake or something like that, it makes it a nightmare to turn sideways. All that aggression that they get from their early vanillas just evaporates while this is on the board. So again, I can make an argument for maybe 2. Maybe this can get cut to 1. So you can always play with these numbers. 7-drop Kid, I think I had higher just because I expected Kin'emon to be a more popular deck. At least in my local area, I didn't see it too much. I only saw the 1 of, or no, I'm sorry, I saw 2 players, but it was a sea of Stagebeard. I started a trend, guys. Sea of Stagebeard and Zoro with a good amount of Smoker, actually. So those were the 3 most represented decks, and then the outliers was like 1 Ivankov, a Z, and then the 2 Kin'emon players, surprisingly. So yeah, once people start waking up and like, wow, Kin'emon's broken. I guess for whatever reason, nobody wanted to do it. I don't blame them. I mean, green was the best deck towards the end of the format, like I said. So I was just like, let's put that away for a little bit. Let's try something new. So I respect that. But yeah, you will need to be prepared for this mirror match because it will be a thing that you will see at the top table. Our event package, like I said, 2 Gibson, 1 Waterfall. Again, you can switch these around. Waterfall is really strong in protecting your turn 1 Okiku. It's like immensely powerful. It'll help you get even more value out of her as your opponent struggles to deal with her. Alright, and that's it for our Kin'emon list, y'all. Alright, got first game into Beard. Don't know if it's stage or not. We're gonna mull this. We have our curve now. So predictably he does nothing. We'll play Okiku, pass. It's a 6k face. I can't really counter that anyway, so we take. See how he responds. This is looking like stage Beard. Not having any plays turn 1 is understandable if it was Strawbeard, but no thing on turn 2 is a little sus. So we'll just do I go wide or just get the 6k on the board? I think I just get the 6k on the board. And then I'll play cancel, and then I'll play beige, pass. This might be a king do. I'll take one more. Yep. This is the problem with this deck, though. As you can see, like our counter power is a little light, just because we have so many cards without counter on it. There's Bartolomeo. Apologies. We have 6. I can go like this. We'll attack there. I'll attack here, tap that. I would imagine he takes that, yeah. Then we attack there. And then I'll play our Bonnie. And I'll pass. So we're super wide. We have multiple 6k attacks that can start pinging his hand down now. This could be an ace. I have double Okiku on, I don't really care. The only thing is, like if he drops Marco here, it's a little annoying, but there's the ace, like I said. That's perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna go attack. Like I said, I just want to start pinging his hand down. Oddly enough, he wants to counter early. Makes me wonder if he's playing into Whitebeard, which it looks like he is. So the kid, we will slam. I'm gonna see if I can search out some events or 2Ks with our Bonnie. Where does he go? We'll go like this. Just because I can get a new card and then Bonnie will at least replace one. If you're gonna do that play, I think you... I mean, if he was gonna slam 9-trap, I mean, I think he would have did that already. Yeah, you should have... Order lull. Order lull indeed. Alright, let's go looking. I mean, this isn't a bad place to have him. If he has a second ace, which this version, if this is similar to the Moonman guy, list, then he should have like 2 and 2. So not out of the realm of possibility, but highly unlikely he has another ace to punish if we go 8-drop kid. But we do have a 12k, I mean a 10k body plus the 7-drop. But I have 2 blockers. I don't really have a lot of counter stat in hand though. This new gate will kill our beige too. So I think the 8 cost kid is not the play, so I'm just gonna take this one Gibson. Alright. We'll attach to here. We'll bait counters now. Unless he has the second one in hand. I mean, this version of Beard of trying to play the 9-drop can play up to like 3 of them. People have been like trying to be greedy with that kind of list. But I'm just gonna water down his hand. Let's it go. It's good for me. He's at 8 though, so I can't really hit him. So we'll just play this Momo. We'll take the Ezo. And then pass with the Gibson. We're pretty good. He has 6 cards. Unless there's another 9-drop, he's going to be at no life next turn, and I have multiple attacks on him. With only 7 cards to defend. Also, our Momonosuke, if I can find our... That's annoying. That's a C-Quick. If I can find our Odin before I drop too low, that's really good for us. Oh, it's not even a C-Quick. I completely forgot. He just attached to attack me. Oh, it's so disgusting. Yeah, that's 100% the play, my guy. You hold up whatever counter events you have. You can get a little greedy, attach another one to your leader. You attack, kill this, and then attack with leader. We're gonna attack my Yamato. I think you kill the Yamato. I think. Yeah, I lose the 7-drop. Where's he go? I do it this way in case he has Marco. Like if he was trying to lean on Marco with counters in hand, I have the Ezo response. Quakes. See, I would have KO'd this, but that's my opinion. Alright. I'll attach one here. We'll attack Squart. That's amazing for us. It's highly unlikely we die now. So I'll just attach one here. We'll attack there. So they can take another card from his hand. Okay. And then we just deploy Odin. And we pray, boys. Now we pray. That he doesn't have a big rush coming my way. And that my next 2 cards are stats. Kill the beige. We take 12. That is not what I wanted. So he knows I at least have Izo in hand. So he has to attach some sort of Don here. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. So he has 4, or it could be ace itself. So he can go 4 for Jozu, attach 3 is still 7. So I'm going to take this to bait him into going for game. And then we'll just win with Odin. Oh, there's DeMarco, but I have Izo. I have Izo and then waste to poke his life. So let's make this a non-factor. We're gonna attack 6. Unless his hand is that godly. I could do 3 12k swings, but I don't think that matters. I want to take out the counters in his hand. He has beam and a card. Yeah. It'd be like that, bro. That's why I don't play this card. I mean, granted, he was able to stick it in a really good spot, but he was already too far behind. Alright, we got a game into Zoro. Mullet. This is workable. It's not bad. I might Bonnie first. I'll take the... We'll take that. And pass. Nami goes into Bonnie. No biggie. Most likely taking 6. I don't think it's worth fighting yet. Okay. Go there. I'm gonna throw out the Momo. I don't really care if he gets Vista, just because that's relatively low impact. If he has Gordon Vista, that's still 2 cards out of his hand to kill Miami. So, not stressing, not stressing. We're still pretty good. I'll take 1 more. Alright, now I'm gonna start trying to protect myself a little bit. Seven. Alright, so now we'll go Izo like that. We'll attack 5. Yeah. Let's see. Just because of Makino. This still takes 2 Dawn to pump, and then we'll go like this. Still no Whitebeard yet, so I'm gonna attempt to keep clearing up this board. Then I'll probably activate Momonosuke after. It's 5 Dawn. Take 1. He goes Zoro or something. That's fine. We'll attack 5. One Momonosuke. I mean, I would like to. The problem is I'm going to be at 7, so I'm not going to be able to play him yet. So do I just take the counter set? Is the question. You know what? I'll take the end game and just see how it goes. We'll take the end game, see how it goes. Alright, we'll start doing a little bit of damage here. Just a little bit. I want to be able to make sure I can actually win my game. So, I'll pass now. So I'll see if he goes into the Momo here. With that, tap her down. I'll attack 5 there. Okay. We'll attack 6. Attack 7. Okay. Let's see if I can get a 2K. I do. I can play this Odin over him. Pass. So he's down 3 2K counters, 5 cards in hand. The only thing that would be real annoying is if he goes second Newgate. If he doesn't answer the board, okay. Alrighty, guy. I just want to know if he's going to attack or not. With that, 2K, 1K. Since he can't pop my beige, I'll cash in now. Just attack 7. Attack like 13. I just wanted to try and take a count out of his hand. Okay. We'll just restand and then I'll attack 7 again to leader. If he kills the Okiku, I'm not really sad. We protect the Odin so I can win the game. He has 2 life. I have 4K in hand. I mean, he has 2 life to break through, I mean. This is probably looking for a 2K counter at best. Nami, maybe. I don't know how I feel about him slamming the Nami, personally. Again, if he attacks me, perfectly fine with that. If he tries to go into the Yamato, I'm going to let one go and see if I can protect the second one after the Zoro attack. this. Alright, one dies. He jet pistols the other. Alright. I'm officially in the clear. I kind of want to play it safe here, to be honest with you. Go. Did he whiff this, by the way? I wasn't even paying attention. I was talking. He played Dodon and drew nothing. Okay, so he did whiff. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna attack. If he blows his last 2 cards, 100% okay. I put him to 1. Then I can set up blocker. Cool. We'll attack 5. I will take the waterfall. Put one there and pass. Block. That's great. That's fine. Nugato. Alright, I'm going for it. Attach. Attack 15 to 7. Yeah. Whew. Was that triple Nugate? Yeah, we got there, boys. Alright, we got an underdog here, but still a pretty good deck. 100% keep this. Kaido's annoying, but definitely, in my opinion, doesn't really fix anything. The addition of Magellan sounds weird, but it actually really is a good card. I know people will, at least in my local, have been like, yeah, that card's ass. Like, it's not that bad. I'll take it. Okay. So what I can do is show you guys the tech I was talking about. So we can go Bonnie, search. I don't think I need another 7. I'll take a 2K. And then deploy, attack 5. And then before he can cash in on that king, because they still play king, take advantage of my Okiku. What's the purpose of having a 1-drop? Not a 1-drop, a turn 1 5K if I'm not going to use it, right? That's fine. But yeah, I'm expecting either the king, queen, or Magellan. Gonna protect it just to force the king, like I said. Yeah. Otherwise, he just clears my board and I feel real sad. There it is. I mean, we do it anyway, right? Deploy, tap. I'm not gonna attack it though. What I can do is just attach 2, attack 7. Yep. the trigger for what's it called? I don't think using your Hell's Judgment here is worth it. I think the only thing I could have debated last turn was saving my Bonnie and forcing an awkward attack into her. Take it. Block. So this 8 Don, nothing too threatening on 8. Just Magellan, like I said. I'm still able to hit this 5 turn, so I'm not even stressing. Or 7, sorry. There's Domino. So what we can do is attack 6. Yep. Draw a card. Attack. Yep. And then play 7, pass. So we're not looking too bad here. 7's still amazing against Kaido. They play less top end. They have much more mid-range game. I can force him to commit another big swing, so I'll do that. And I will use our Toki. She's a situational blocker. If he were to pop my Yamato with any of the king cards or a Kaido, it's bad news bears for me. Take one. I'll just Apu. I don't think. Like that. Yeah. Let's tap her down. Interesting play. Okay. We'll go 9 into face. Draw a card. What do I still have? I have another Gibson. I have Apu. I have one Apu. Three Izo to Apu. That's what I have left, counter-wise. We can deploy Momo. I'll take the counter. I believe that's the best move. And we'll attack this guy. Go one into Kid. Go like this. Play Beiji. Pass. So yeah, he knows he has to try and win now. Unfortunately for him, he kind of screwed himself with the available Don to buff with, or to play cards that disrupt my board. Not sure I agree with the play he made to do it on his turn. I think you wait till now to do something like that. Because again, now he has so much less Don to work with. Bunch of cards in hand, but like, still has to break through a lot. Because I still have 2 blockers and a 4K counter in hand. A search and a card that draws me a card on the board too. So I can easily get some card value back. So a block with beige. Now he can't really do anything about this. Even if he was playing something as janky as like Sheep's Head, like it does nothing. We'll block. 1K counter out. Gets a Dom back. Alright. That's his whole turn. And we'll Momo. I'll grab Momo. We'll attach one to Raizo. We'll attack. We'll attack 9. Hell's Judgment, and then he still needs a 2K. Okay. Go like this. Attack for 5. There's the Judgment. Okay, so my kid is a 4K. 6, 7. Bring him back up to 7. Eat. Tech eat. It doesn't even have that. GG. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was our Kin'emon build. Like I said, potential changes, you can definitely play with the 7-drop, the Hawkins stuff. A thing I didn't get into in the last post, I think Yamato 5-drop is decent against red. Specifically Zoro, I think it's dog shit against Whitebeard, but other than that, if you're not experiencing issues in that matchup specifically, like I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it does shit, personally. Is it cool to go 2-4 into her? Absolutely. But is it worth cutting certain cards? In my opinion, not really. It's better against in those like slog matches where you guys sit there holding your cocks and not attacking. Sure. There she's probably a little bit better. But even then, I still think you have way better options in your build to devote to a 5K 5 cost. I've always felt that way about her. But again, it just depends on your metagame. Again, if it's a lot of red, she's actually good. And if it's not, it's okay. And even then, I say actually good, like she has a relevant body there, like to, you know, banish 2 cards out of life against red. But even then, they have so many ways to kill her. It's not even funny. So again, he's just, do you think it's worth dedicating a slot and then two putting her onto the board only to get popped? You could obviously hold her to the late game, but again, it just feels meh to me. I think she's just okay. Um, I prefer the other cards. Again, if you don't have a lot of green, you can cut 7 cost entirely, drop them to 1, however you want to do. But those are my opinions. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.